Hello, I'm Lena. Thank you for joining me for this short practice, perfect for maybe first thing in the morning or when you just need a little bit of movement, could be before bed as well. We're going to be focusing on the breath and just gently moving the body in different directions. Good. I invite you to join me now to come towards the back of your mat, having the toes together and then maybe slightly spreading out your knees. They could come almost the width of the mat here. And then with the inhale, breathing your arms up. And with the exhale, start leaning yourself forward, coming into a wide-legged child's pose, resting your forehead on the ground. Taking a few moments to settle in here. Feeling your bum reaching towards your heels. Feeling your hands reaching towards the top of the mat. Staying in this wide-legged child's pose. And then just see if you can lengthen your inhales and your exhales so they match each other. Staying with your breath, breathing through, in and out through the nose. And coming to that stillness within. Maybe you notice how everything is just slowly settling down and getting a bit calmer. If any thoughts are still popping into your head, just allow them to drift by. Good. And then with your next inhale, lifting your head up, just gazing at the fingertips, maybe dropping the belly closer down towards the ground. And then again on your next inhale, lifting up onto the fingertips, walking the fingertips as far as you like to the left-hand side. And when you found your space, then with the exhale, come to resting your forehead on the ground once again. Coming into a lovely side stretch now. Breathing into the right side of the body. Again, allowing the breath to just explore this different space now. If after a few breaths you now feel that you might have a little bit more length in the side body, but always without forcing anything, then I invite you to lift your right hand and maybe place it on top of the left hand. So you might just feel that increases that stretch just ever so slightly. I'm trying to find relaxation in this pose and then removing what we've moved a little bit now. But just finding length, allowing the body to settle into this new shape. And then again with the next inhale, lifting up, gazing between the hands, taking your hands and then walking them all the way over to the right hand side. Again, as far as you feel comfortable here. And then again, come to resting with your forehead on the ground. And this time breathing into the left side of the body. And allowing the breath to settle you into the pose. Again, paying attention to the breath exploring different parts of your body now that we are in a different position again. And if after a few breaths you again found there's maybe just a little bit more space to be had or you want to explore, then again I invite you to lift your left hand and place it on top over the right one. And you might just again feel how that little shift has just maybe opened up a different area to explore with your breath. Good. One more breath here. And with your next inhale, slowly lifting your head up again, coming onto the fingertips, walking the hands back to the center again, and then with the exhale, melting yourself down to the ground. Maybe belly reaches a little bit further down towards the ground. Hands reach forward. And if it feels good, you can even bend the elbows, bring the palms together, pointing the hands sort of towards the neck between the shoulder blades, stretching into the shoulders a little bit already here too. Staying for one more breath. Good, and then with the next inhale, if your hands are up, with the exhale, placing them back down again. With the inhale, lifting your head up, and then you can come onto kneeling, adjusting your knees now, so your knees are now underneath the hips, and the hands are underneath the shoulders. Fantastic. With your next inhale, I invite you to drop your belly down and pull your chest forward. We're coming into a cow shape. And then with the exhale, rounding your spine, see if you can spot your belly button. 2 more of these. Inhale, dropping the belly, taking your gaze forwards. And with the exhale, rounding it, and see if you can see your belly button. One more time. Inhale, chest forward, shoulder blades together. Exhale, rounding the spine, separating the shoulder blades. Inhale, coming back to a neutral spine. With the exhale, you can get this feeling that you're gently pulling the belly button up towards the back of the spine. And then with your next inhale, extend your left leg behind you and flex the foot. Good. With your next inhale, I want you to start pulsating the heel up towards the sky. And we're pulsating for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Good. Find stillness. Inhale, bend the knees. Sole of the foot is now pointing up towards the sky. And we're pulsating again up for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, 1, and stillness again. Awesome. I invite you now to take big circles with that left knee. So breathing into it, maybe inhale as you're pulling it towards you, exhale, rounding back, 3 in one direction, and then change direction, 3 big circles the other way. Good, really feeling into your hip here. Nice. And then coming back to center, knees still bent. Pointing the toes now. With the inhale, we're doing that cat-cow again. So inhale, pulling the toes towards your head, gazing forward, belly drops down. With the exhale, rounding in, bringing your knee towards your nose. 2 more. Inhale to open up. And exhale to round in. 1 more. Inhale to open up. And exhale to round in. Good. Inhale to open slightly. And then with the exhale, stepping your left foot to the outside of the left hand. Maybe you want to walk the hands further forward. We're coming into a lizard pose here. So take a moment to set yourself up. And then start elongating your spine, reaching the top of the head forwards. If you want to, you can leave your heel where it is, but point your toes slightly further out towards the side of the mat. And if it feels good, you can take a couple of movements here from side to side. Just seeing if you find a little bit of opening in your hips already. If you want to explore this further, you can come to the outside edge of your left foot, letting the knees sink out to the side. But always be mindful, feeling into your body, noticing what your range of movement is today, and then just working into that. Sole of the foot lands on the ground. Again, fantastic. If you want to, back knee can stay down, or you can tuck your right toes, lifting your right knee off the ground. So now in lizard pose. Staying here, again, that lengthening of the spine to the top of the head is reaching forward. And then if you feel like it with the exhale, you can bend into the elbows. Maybe you can come down onto your elbows. Or maybe you just explore if you can just bend them a little bit, coming towards the ground. Your choice. You can still move forwards and backwards, finding space. Or you can hold this pose statically. Still elongating the spine. The gaze is gently, maybe between the fingers if you're looking down. Breathing here. And then with your next inhale, Start shifting the weight back into the hands. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Exhale, bring your right knee down to the ground. Shift the weight into your right hand. And then with the inhale, breathing your left arm up towards the sky. Big opening to the side. Inhale here. And exhale. Next inhale, we're going to flex the right foot, pulling the heel up towards your bottom. If this is a bit crampy for you, then just gently ease back out again. Or amid the swan if this is really too much. Good. Exhale, pointing the right toes. Reach the left hand behind you and see if you can grab the outside edge of that right foot now. Breathing here, maybe pushing the foot into the hand. The hand is gently pulling the foot, so you're opening the chest to the side. Stay with your breath. Stay with your gaze. And then on your next inhale, gently releasing the foot, breathing the arm up towards the sky. Exhale down to the ground underneath the shoulders again. Inhale, lifting that left foot back off the ground and step it back to where it came from. You can come into wide-legged child's pose again or normal one, your choice. Exhale, resting down. Letting everything settle down. Noticing how one side feels compared to the other one now that we've worked into one side a bit more extensively. And keeping that connection to your calm and relaxed breath. If you feel in any of the poses like you're holding your breath or your breath is picking up speed, you're pushing too hard. We want to find comfort and ease, and this is your body. If at any point you need to take a break or rest, then you take that. With your next inhale, coming back onto the hands and knees again, wriggling your knees closer together. If you're wide-legged, walking the hands back underneath the shoulders, going for the other side now. Good. With your next exhale, I invite you to pull the belly button up towards the spine again. So we've got this great tabletop position. And then as we inhale, we're going to breathe the right leg behind us, flexing the foot. Pulsating the heel up towards the sky again for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Good. Stillness. Bend the knee. Pulsating up towards the sky for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Awesome. Bringing the knee out to the side. 3 big circles in one direction again. And 3 circles in the other direction. Good. Inhale, coming back to center. Pointing the toes already, dropping the belly down. Pull the foot towards the back of the head. And then with the exhale, rounding in again, knee to nose. Inhale to open. Exhale to round in. One more time. Inhale to open. And exhale to round in. Inhale to open. And then with the exhale, stepping the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Maybe walking the hands further forward. Finding your lizard pose again on the other side now. So breathing here, finding length in the spine. Maybe a gentle wriggle from side to side, just to release the muscles. Again, you can keep the heel where it is and then start pointing the toes out towards the side of the mat more. You can also come to the outside edge of that right foot, letting the right knee drop out to the side. And this might also be the point where you discover that one side feels quite different to the other one. And that's fine, that's normal. Just observe it. Good. Foot lands on the ground again. Invitation to either leave the back knee down or tucking your left toes, lifting the left knee off the ground, finding lizard length in that spine again. Top of the head is reaching forward. And then once again, you can play with experiment with just bending the elbows or climbing yourself all the way down to the ground, coming onto the elbows. Keeping the length in the spine, gazing forward still, nice. Lengthening, breathing. Good. You can still move forwards and backwards. Organic movement, or again, invitation to hold in the stillness. With your next inhale, I invite you to climb back onto the hands, so hands underneath the shoulders. If your knee is up, with the exhale, bringing your left knee back down to the ground again. Shift the weight into the left hand. Inhale, breathing your right arm up towards the sky this time. Staying here for breath. And then on your next inhale, flexing that left foot, pulling the heel up towards your glutes. Again, if this is crampy for you, just gently ease yourself out again or release the foot back down to the ground. Otherwise, with your next inhale, pointing the toes up. And then with the exhale, bring that right hand behind. See if you can grab the outside edge of your left foot. Breathing into that twisty stretch on the other side. Again, invitation to push the foot into the hand. The hand is gently pulling the foot towards you. And we're breathing here. One more breath. And then with your next inhale, slowly releasing the foot. Right hand lands underneath again. Nice inhale. Stepping that right leg back to where it came from. And then with the exhale, once again, bringing yourself into a child's pose. Forehead resting on the ground. Staying with your breath. Just noticing again, has anything shifted? Staying with your sensations without analyzing them. Good. And then we're going to finish our practice here, so you can either stay in this child's pose, or with your next inhale, slowly walking the hands towards you, coming into a kneeling position, maybe placing your left hand in your lap, right hand over the top, thumbs connected, and an invitation to close your eyes here. And just allowing yourself to settle down for a couple of breaths. Whether you are in your child's pose, now slowly coming up, or you're already seated in your kneeling position. Good. I now invite you to slowly open your eyes, blink them open, and feel free to get back to your day. I hope you feel a little bit stretched, a little bit moved, and just that little bit different. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.